Ever feel like you're just like completely swamped with everything going on, like you're just like drowning in stress?
Yeah, I think we all have those days, those weeks, right?
Yeah, for sure. So today we're diving deep into stress management, not just like those generic tips you hear all the
All
time.
right, right. We're going beyond, get more sleep. I'm like, no kidding. Tell us something we don't know.
Exactly. We want actionable stuff, and thankfully there's a lot of research out there on what actually works.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating stuff, too. Like, we often think about eliminating stress,
Right, like that's the goal.
which, let's be honest, is never going to happen.
Never gonna happen.
Right. It's more about building up our, resilience, our capacity to kind of roll with the
Like
punches.
training our brains almost.
Exactly. It's like, think mental marathon, not a sprint, you know?
I love that. I love that. So first stop on our stress managing marathon training, self-care.
Yes. And not in, a frivolous way.
Right, not just face mask and bath bombs.
Exactly. This is important stuff. Did you know there's a study by the American Psychological Association? They found that self-care actually lowers your cortisol levels.
Cortisol, that's the stress hormone, right?
Exactly, the stress hormone, lower cortisol. And people reported feeling more focused, more productive.
So it's not selfish, it's like strategic.
Exactly.
But for those of us with, shall we say, dynamic schedules,
Yeah, I've heard of those schedules.
what are some self-care moves that actually fit in?
It really is about what works for you, what actually recharges your batteries. Even just a quick walk outside, 15 minutes, can make a difference. Lowers blood pressure, reduces those stress hormones.
Yeah, just getting out in nature.
Exactly. Or some people, journaling, music, spending time with loved
It's
ones.
different for everyone, right?
It really is. Find
Yeah.
what works for you.
Okay, next up, we got to talk about mindfulness. And I'll be honest, sometimes this sounds a little, you know,
A little out
a
there.
little woo-woo, yeah. But is there actual science backing this up?
Oh, absolutely. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment without judgment. And fMRI studies, they've actually shown that practicing mindfulness can change your brain.
Really?
Seriously, it changes the structure, the function, especially the parts related to, well, emotions and stress.
So we're talking about rewiring your brain to stress less.
Basically, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Sign me up. But how do you actually work this into a crazy day?
It can be as simple as taking a few minutes to just breathe. Inhale deeply, count to 4, hold for 1, exhale for 4. Repeat that. Focus on each breath.
Okay, I can try that.
And if your mind wanders, which it will,
Oh, it definitely will.
just gently bring it back to the breath. No judgment.
I like that. Okay, now, for something that might sound a little businessy,
Mm-hmm.
creating a stress management plan.
Right, and it makes sense. It's about being proactive, not just reacting when stress hits you in the face.
Like having a game plan, right?
Exactly, just like you would for a big project at work or, planning a trip.
So how do we actually go about making this plan?
Well, step 1, you got to know your enemy, right? What specifically stresses you out?
Identify those triggers.
Yes, once you know your triggers, you can brainstorm ways to handle them. Like public speaking freaks you out.
Oh, tell me about it.
Practice beforehand. Visualization techniques, those can help.
It's about having those tools ready.
Exactly.
Okay, now for my favorite part, breaks.
The best part.
Seriously, why are breaks non-negotiable when it comes to stress?
Our brains aren't designed to just go, go, go all the time.
They burn out.
They absolutely burn out. It's called cognitive depletion, and it's a real thing. Push yourself too hard without breaks, your focus goes, decision making, even your mood.
It all goes downhill.
It can really impact everything.
So even short breaks can make a difference.
Huge difference. Research shows that even short breaks can improve your focus, reduce mistakes, and even boost creativity.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yep. Step away from your desk for 5 minutes, stretch, listen to a song, you'll be amazed.
Okay, last but not least, the one we all struggle with, staying organized.
Ah, yes.
How does disorganization actually add to stress?
Picture this. You're already running late, and then you can't find your keys.
Ugh, the worst feeling.
Right. That panic, that's disorganization fueling the stress fire.
It's like adding fuel to the fire, exactly.
When our spaces are cluttered, our schedules are chaotic, it's just overwhelming.
Any tips for conquering the chaos?
Start small. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one area. Workspace, your inbox, whatever's bugging you most.
One step at a time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even setting aside just 15 minutes each day to declutter can make a huge difference.
It all adds up.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot today. Self-care, mindfulness, having a plan, taking breaks, and staying organized.
And all of it backed by science, which is pretty cool.
It is. And I think the biggest takeaway is that stress management, it's a journey, not a destination, right?
Absolutely. It's about figuring out what works for you and making it a habit.
So as you go about your day to day,
Yeah.
think about what resonated most with you. What's one small step you can take to manage your stress just a little bit better?
It all makes a difference in the long run.
It really does. Okay, that's it for today's deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.